themselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Florida Gators offense comes onto the field first today. And it will be C.J. Bailey at the helm. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away?
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Looking down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. So South Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. From the gun, it's Shepard. Makes the tackle. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Bailey. Snags it over the middle. Got room at the 35. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Shepard. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now they're going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Shepard. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll throw on third down. Left side is Shepard. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. Finds his man on the RPO. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
They go to the counter. There's a crease. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Gators in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his second and goal. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
This is a money play on third and goal. Power ahead. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gibson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. right back to it. Got a little space. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Play action on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. Could not make his way to the corner. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third. Goes high to pull it in. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first. Go to the right side, that's Wilson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Oh, pressure's coming. Complete in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Run inside. It's McAllister. Swapped immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even knew it.
Dropping back, it's Duckworth. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Smashes him with the stiff arm.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Under pressure. Oh, you want to take better care of the football there. Lucky to get that one back. Long way to go on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mays. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. They'll try to pound their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the South Carolina sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. He gets a block. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Does not enough on that one.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Drops back on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds. Second and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right down the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it. Third and long right here. Making the adjustment. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Fourth and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Wilson open on the right side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with UL Monroe taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Warhawks eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now over to your game inside the Swamp. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the Swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Duckworth. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tuggle. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw it. And And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Extending the play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. First play of this drive. Look out! And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Goes high to pull it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about...
Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the run, it's McAllister. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down to the air. That's caught. It's Tuggle. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's McAllister. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Handoff again. They put the brakes on it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is good.
defense. So many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Here on the Gators sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Rush is on. Oh, he's got some space. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Rush right in his face. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Gators are marching down the field.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. Hits the hole. It's Shepard. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Snaps it in the shotgun. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Out wide left, it's Wilson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He's changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
Florida, 35. South Carolina, 6.
Out of the end zone. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Gamecocks sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for Rome. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly...
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires quickly. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Left side is Stockton. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. To the air, it's Duckworth. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sellers. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The ride. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They've dominated this football game today.
Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense,